The US wants to deliver the final blow to Iran's already struggling economy, cutting them off from the rest of the world.
An economic D-Day.
Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent announced Operation Economic Outcast.
Our objective is to sever every economic lifeline that sustains this tyrannical regime.
Except wait, isn't the US already doing that?
Iran has been under US sanctions of some sort for 47 years, since the Iranian Revolution.
US sanctions on Iran are described in this congressional report as arguably the most extensive and comprehensive sanctions the US has on any country. And yet, despite decades of economic isolation, Iran's economy has muddled through, and the regime has clung to power. The Trump administration says the reason for that resilience is a shadowy network of states and intermediaries that help Iran sell its oil and generally circumvent sanctions.
Iran's enablers purchase, transport its petroleum. They facilitate the flow of its finances through exchange houses and free trade zones. They condone illicit use of their banks, all the while concealing the extent of their complicity.
And so the administration's new position, any country that continues to do business with Iran will be opening itself up to America's economic wrath. Basically, get on board, and if you don't, we're coming after you too.
Any entity that facilitates money laundering on behalf of Iran will be removed from the US dollar system.
Trump is out of military options, so he's using sanctions as sort of a last-ditch effort to bring Iran to its knees.
For its part, Iran has vowed retaliation against the US for what it's calling an economic terrorist attack, and has said that anyone who joins the US in this effort is liable to prosecution and punishment. Now, a potential wrinkle in all of this for the US. How do you go after Iran's economy without going after its largest trading partner, China? Almost all of Iran's exported oil, 90%, goes to China, funding almost half of Iran's government budget.
China is by far the main buyer of Iranian crude. It is crucial for the survival of the Iranian regime and the Iranian economy.
And China, they've already signaled that they don't exactly appreciate being threatened by the US with these secondary sanctions, saying its government will take all necessary measures to safeguard its interests, putting the US and China at odds once again.
It's likely that if the US actually tries to enforce these sanctions against Chinese entities, that China will retaliate in some way, and they have numerous economic levers to do that.
China does hold this rare earths opportunity over the United States that they did employ during the tariff wars. That is something we just have no response to. China holds a trump card.
When asked specifically about China, Secretary Bessent was clear. When it comes to choking off Iran,
no one is above the reach of US sanctions.
All of this opening the US up to an economic war that may go far beyond Iran.